and welcome to the Royal Education Symposium hosted by the University of Guelph's Ontario Agricultural College. If you're walking around, feel free to come take a seat and hear from our amazing panelists at the University of Guelph. They've got a lot to share about the future of food. And thank you to those of us that are joining us. My name is Christine. I am the liaison manager for the Ontario Agricultural College. I'll be your host for both of the panels we have today. I'm also a proud alumnus of the University of Guelph, so I did my undergrad and my master's at Guelph, and I'm looking forward to exploring your future in food. We are currently celebrating our 150th anniversary, as OAC was established in 1874 and is one of the founding colleges at the University of Guelph. The University of Guelph is ranked #1 in Canada for food and agricultural studies and has over 3,700 students across our 2 campuses in both Guelph and Ridgetown. The OAC has 15 majors within 8 different degree programs, as well as a strong community of over 35,000 alumni. Now I'm pleased to introduce our panelists for today. So if each of you could please tell us your name, year, and program of study before we get started, that would be great. We'll start with Miranda at the end.
I'm Miranda. I'm a second-year student in equine management.
I'm Landon. I am a University of Guelph alumni. I graduated in 2024, and I work at Premier Equipment.
My name is Ivana. I'm also two-time University of Guelph alumni. I finished my undergrad in animal biology at the University of Guelph in 2021, and then I'm currently a PhD student at the University of Guelph as well.
Hello everyone, my name is Jack. I am a third-year food science student at the University of Guelph.
Good morning, my name's Taylor, and I am in my final year of a crop science degree at the University of Guelph. Glad to see everyone here today.
Awesome, thank you all. Again, to those of you that are just walking around the stage here, feel free to grab a seat and listen to our awesome panelists. We've got a lot of great things we're going to be sharing today, both now and at 12 o'clock again. So first, I'll ask you a question to kick things off, and that is, how did you choose your field of study, and what kind of got you started in and interested in this specifically? We'll start with Taylor here at the end.
Wow, so agriculture is something I've always been interested in. I grew up on a beef feedlot farm in Chesley, if you know where that is. I started my career at the University of Guelph in environmental science, and I wanted to be a meteorologist. And then after doing a little bit of research and exploring around the campus, I realized at the end of my first year that the jobs and opportunities in plant agriculture are truly endless in Ontario right now. So I transferred all of my credits, and the university made it really easy for me to pursue a career in agriculture, and they've supported me so well over the last 4 years from that.
All right, and Jack, same question.
All right, well, I really enjoyed cooking, and I love science. Turns out there's not a lot of cooking and food science. There's a lot more science, but I really enjoy the aspect of product development and the whole process, start to finish.
Ivana.
I initially came to the University of Guelph, much like a lot of other people, because I was very interested in veterinary medicine and I loved animals. And it wasn't until later on in my degree that I realized the other things I was passionate about, so disease detection, herd level detection, herd health, and disease prevention as well.
And Landon, same question. I mean, you come from a business background and specialty kind of, but if you want to share about what got you interested in that to start with, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. So I grew up in the Kawarthas, which is an area still vastly agriculture as well. And both my parents grew up on farms, so I've always been around farm equipment, farm machinery, always taken up the opportunity to take a tractor ride. And actually I have stronger math skills than I do science, so I went into the Bachelor of Commerce degree realm versus the Bachelor of Science, and I loved it all.
And Miranda, same question.
So I have always been very passionate about horses, and when I learned that the University of Guelph had a program directed to just the management and care of our horses, I just thought it was a very interesting thing, and it's really nice to see that there is something that we can do to better the equestrian industry.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. And it's great that equine management has both science and business to combine kind of the best of both worlds with that degree, so that's great. Okay, so we're going to dive into a few more questions. So my next question for each of you is, tell me about your future career aspirations. If you're already in a career, I want to hear more about that, but what do you plan to do after you graduate? I know some of you have a little while before you have to figure that out yet, but we'll start with Miranda at the end.
Yeah, so So far, I am interested in going into the training part of horses, maybe perhaps event management, but I think my goal is just to try and find a way that we can become a better future for the industry. Like I said before, there's just too many things that go on that people maybe don't know about. It's very in between the people. Things happen and there's lots of ways to prevent it, so I think that is one of the fun things to do. It's just you learn ways to make it better.
Awesome, thank you. Landon, I know you've graduated and you're currently working. Do you want to tell us more about your position currently and how you got into that?
Yeah, for sure. So I did actually the co-op program through the Bachelor of Commerce degree. So with that, I had 5 integrated work terms spread out throughout my 4-year undergrad. And with that, I was able to do a lot of different internships, literally across the world, actually. So I worked at an AgriMart, I worked for a seed company, and I worked at a grain elevator, and I also was fortunate enough to travel to Australia as well. And then my final co-op term was 2 summers ago. I worked at Premier Equipment, which is Ontario's largest John Deere dealership. And with that, I'd kind of focused on the more precision ag side of things. So the GPS technology, guidance systems, that sort of thing. And actually, I was hired on full-time before I graduated Guelph in June of this year.
Amazing. Congratulations on that. I hope it's going well. Ivana, same question. Are you doing your PhD right now? Are you looking to do more research, or what are you hoping to do with your education afterwards?
Yeah, so I think the ultimate goal is I really want to become a professor. I love teaching. I also love research, so if I could combine the two, that would be kind of my ultimate goal, but I'm also really interested in public health and also One Health, so I'd love to work in either the federal or the provincial government in those sorts of topics.
Perfect, thank you. Jack, same question. What do you hope to do after you graduate?
I'm hoping to get into product development. This year I had a co-op work term at Maple Leaf. There I kind of fell in love with the aspect of product development. I helped create a lot of products that I got to see on the shelves, and it was very rewarding.
And Taylor.
The University of Guelph has been really great for allowing me to explore a lot of different career paths throughout my university program. So I've worked in research, I've worked in sales, I've worked in agronomy, and I'm happy to say that starting this spring, I've accepted a job as a full-time agronomist. So basically I will be like a consultant and a plant doctor. So I'm really excited to be doing that.
Congratulations. That's a very early job offer that you've had, and it's great to have that set up well before you graduate. You've got a little while left, so that's awesome. I want to kind of explore more about the careers in the agricultural and food industry. If each of you could just share a little bit about the different careers that people might not know of that are within your industry that you might not be interested in specifically for yourself, but that are kind of part of your field of study as well. Taylor, you can start. I know you shared a few just there, but what else could people be doing within it?
Yeah, so the scope of which you want to work changes the jobs that are available. So on the local, regional scale, there's agronomy jobs like the one that I work in, and there's jobs that work directly with farmers. But if you want to live in a bigger city like Guelph, which is an ag hub for Ontario, there's jobs with the government, there's jobs working in research, because a lot of the products that farmers use are tested and proven in Ontario. So there are tons of research farms that are working on these products and making sure they're safe every day. So that is a huge industry. And there is a lot of work dedicated to public education and public interaction with agriculture, which is something I'm so happy to see and something we need. And that's a really rewarding job too, because you get to teach people about ag every day.
Perfect, thank you. Jack, you're interested in project development. I think it's a really cool field within the food science realm. I personally would love to do that. I'm just not great at sciences myself. Could you share more about what different parts of the food science industry there are as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So while majority of food science is based around product development and quality control, it is a very broad field. I have friends that are in more of the food aspect, designing kind of menus for restaurants and working with chefs. And I have people that are more in the science aspect. They're working on GMOs in the lab, and it's very cool.
Awesome, thank you. Ivana, same question. I know you're interested in research, but what other areas within the animal industry could people go into?
Yeah, so I was going to say it's a little bit research focused, but it's different from what I do. I know there are a lot of concerns with climate change and how that affects the agricultural industry, how it affects our ability to feed people and what we can produce. So I think research in climate change or in environmental science and how we can make food more resilient to these conditions is really important.
And Landon, same question.
So with the Bachelor of Commerce degree, typically the jobs you'll see with that is working more in the support roles, which is kind of what I'm doing with my precision egg roll, but more on the banking side. So working either at a bank as a consultant, as an advisor, or working at FCC, providing farmers just with some potential options with how they want to expand their operation. But there's, like everyone else up here has mentioned, there's such a vast majority of jobs. You really can go anywhere with agriculture.
And Miranda, same question for you.
So the equine industry does offer a lot of jobs. People mostly know, like, oh, you could be a coach, or you could train the horses, you could work at the track, but there's also lots of other opportunities that you are able to get with the University of Guelph. Like, there has been people that go into the foaling area of the horse management or even barn management, as well as you could go into law for horses, or real estate or insurance. There's plenty of jobs that the equine industry could offer if you were interested in any of them.
Thank you. So as you can see very clearly from all of our panelists here today, there are tons of jobs for our graduates. In fact, there are at least 4 jobs for every one of our graduates entering Ontario's food and agriculture sector. So there's no shortage of careers and opportunities for students in OAC programs. I'm going to switch back gears and go back to campus and share a little bit about campus life as well and what kind of things you guys were involved in or are involved in. Can you share some of the internships or practical experiences that you've been part of while on campus? So this could include clubs you're part of, student government, all great things like that. And we'll start here with Taylor.
All right, I'm gonna divvy this up. I'm gonna start with internships. So there's tons of internships in cropping because it's a seasonal industry and they need labor in the summer. So after my first year, I moved to an apartment in London for the summer, and I worked on a research farm working on the development of new fungicides for Ontario, which was really cool. And then my second summer and my third summer, I worked as a sales agronomist with Pioneer Seeds. So I was working on local genetics and educating farmers about seed genetics, which has been really rewarding. And in terms of things that I'm involved with on campus, I am currently a member of the Student Federation of the Ontario Agriculture College. So it's our student council. I'm the vice president of external affairs. I'm also the president of the Soil and Crop Club and the Women in Agriculture Club, which are really rewarding roles, and I get to learn so many things through this and make so many connections. And then I'm also an ambassador for a free program that the University of Guelph offers called Foundations in Ag Management. Yeah.
All the things, Taylor. That's awesome. Jack, what kind of things are you involved in on campus, or what experiential learning things have you had as part of your program?
Yeah, so I'm a member of the Food Science Club at the University of Guelph. I'm the vice production manager for the hot sauce for the Food Science Club. So we sell hot sauce, and every year we develop a new flavor, and yeah, this year I'm helping out with that. So it's a really awesome opportunity to kind of see the product development from start to finish, and work and collaborate with a team.
And what's this year's flavor?
This year's flavor is smoked apple maple. So you all are welcome to buy it. It's really good on charcuterie boards with like cheese and crackers, and yeah.
I look forward to trying that. Ivana, same question. What have you been involved in on campus?
Yeah, so I'm a part of our OAC liaison team. I'm a student assistant, so I work with Christine and a lot of other people as well to help with on-campus, off-campus events, speaking to high school students about agriculture, about the job opportunities in agriculture. And I'm also, other than my research, I'm also a co-president of the One Health Student Committee at the University of Guelph. And that's really cool because I get to kind of lead a large group of students that are involved with animals, some of them environment, some of them disease complexity, human medicine, a lot of different things.
And Landon, what were you involved in on campus?
So I was involved with a few different clubs. So the first one was a Tractor Tug for Tots. So what that is actually is just local friend groups of the university literally pull tractors down the one driveway of the university, raising funds for local charities, typically focusing more on the children side of things. And then I also did College Royal, which is on the university's largest student-run event, which happens over the March break area at the university, where you take part in many different events like square dancing, dog show, cat show, and anything in between. I also was on the Soul and Crop Club when I was there as well. I was the vice president. However, that kind of got cut short because of A, COVID, and B, my one co-op term. But like Christine has mentioned and everyone else here has mentioned, there's so many opportunities to join clubs on campus.
And College Royal is really famous. It's the largest student-run open house in Canada, or North America, actually. Jack might know a little bit about the milkshakes that are made for College Royal, too. So they sell milkshakes at College Royal every year. There's different flavors to come up with. Some pretty wacky ones, I would say, but they're always really fun and neat to try out. Miranda, what kind of things were you involved in, or are you involved in on campus as well?
So I am not involved in many clubs as my partners here. But the University of Guelph does offer a lot of clubs. If you were interested, they offer the OCEA, which is the Ontario Collegiate Equestrian Club or Association, and it's just basically a riding team that hopefully in the near future I join. And they offer an internship so that you get to work and take care of the teaching horses that we have on campus. So yeah, those are just a few of the things equine related at Guelph that you are able to join.
Yeah, and within your program, there's lots of experiential learning, I know. Could you talk more about the teaching horses that are on campus and how that helps lend to your experience in your education?
Yeah, so my program is very hands-on. You wouldn't expect it to be more science or business related. I think it's a very well mix of all of the things, but specifically it's a unique program because you get to do all of the equine things every year. You only have a few science and business classes on the first 2 years, and then everything else is equine involved. For your first semester, you get to learn about the care that the university provides for their horses there, and you get to do your own care of the horses. You learn to take their respiratory and their temperature and vitals. And that helps you as if you wanted to manage a barn or work with a circuit or professional riders, you know what they are looking for. So that's something really exciting that you get to do. You also get to work with your own horse for a whole week. So the horse is yours for a week, and you go there every day and you do whatever you would do with your horse at home, while also involving all the things that you learned in the class.
Thank you so much. And what you can see here is a common theme, that there are tons of things to be involved in on campus, and there's lots of experiential learning opportunities within these OAC programs. I often like to say that it is important what you learn in the classroom, but it's also important when you learn outside the classroom. So I always like to encourage students to get involved on campus and to join different things, because the agriculture and food industry really is tiny, and you end up working with a lot of your peers in the future. An example is a lot of these booths around us today I've met in previous encounters within the ag and food industry. So just keep in mind that it is small, and it's great to know who you're working with in the future. I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I want to give some advice to future students that are interested in the food industry specifically. So what advice do each of you have for students that are interested in learning about food and agriculture and joining kind of the future of food? We're going to switch things up a little bit, and we're going to go right in the middle. So we'll start with Ivana, and I'll tell you who's next.
All right. I would say to just be very open-minded. I think a lot of people may not know that they have an interest in food or in agriculture, because they might think that being interested in food and agriculture means that you have to be a farmer, and that's not the case. There's a lot of different roles, and there's a lot of ways that you can find a job or a role to you that's really exciting and that involves all of the things that you're passionate about. So yeah, just keep an open mind, and you may end up somewhere where you didn't think you were going to end up.
Perfect, thank you. And Landon, same question.
I think the one thing that is certainly important for the next generation of agriculture is to know where your food came from. So certainly with many of the booths around here, like the Grain Farmers of Ontario and everything like that, learn where your food comes from, know how it was raised. Not like farmers are not trying to be abusive or anything. They are trying to do everything right with their farms, and certainly don't be an advocate, but be an advocate. Try to understand the rules and regulations that the farmers have to deal with every day, and try to just kind of be on their side of everything.
Thank you. Miranda, same question.
Yeah, I think that one of my biggest advices would be don't be afraid to learn. The University of Guelph provides you with so many opportunities. I think you should just go take the risk and try new things and learn everything that you can. And you may end up doing something that you never expected you wanted to do.
Yeah, and ask questions. So if you have professors that are doing really cool research, don't be afraid to learn from them and ask questions about their research and what they're doing. They're people too. They're not scary at all. So definitely take advantage of that. Jack, same question for you.
I would say get involved. That is a really big thing. There are so many awesome clubs that I've been a part of at the University of Guelph that have given me the opportunity to work at different places and meet different people. And I think it's really helped me kind of progress my career in food science.
Yeah, well said. And Taylor, same question.
I think that my advice would be when you're learning and trying new things would be to dig broad and not dig deep, because while that can be beneficial, there are so many aspects to agriculture that you might find yourself learning about that you didn't expect you would need to know about, and having well-rounded knowledge will get you really far. And when you're applying to university at the age of 18, you cannot possibly predict what direction your life's going to go in, and there are moments that you would be surprised that will serve you in the future. So that would be my advice, I guess.
Yeah, that's great advice. I think that what you want to do will change a lot throughout your life as well, and especially while you're in your undergrad degree as well. You're learning things all the time, and what you do might show you what you don't want to do for your future career too. So try different things and do different jobs and do it all so you can't regret anything also. Thank you again to our panelists. Let's give a big round of applause to their efforts today.